Hey, fellow type 1 diabetics, how do you factor in your insulin on board? Do you trust your pump every time when it tells you how much insulin you have on board? Well, you actually shouldn't, and I'm going to cover why in today's video. So, my name is Dr. Jody Stanislaw. I've had type 1 for 40 years. I'm old school. I do shots, and my transmitter just died, so look at this. Back to the old finger poking right now, waiting for my shipment of my Dexcom stuff to arrive. And I was just talking to a patient today, right before this video, about insulin on board. And she was saying, well, I'm 200 right now, but I have 1 unit of insulin still on board, so I shouldn't correct, right? And I thought, well, there's actually a lot of things we have to think about before we decide. Because what if that 1 unit of insulin she still has on board is already accounted for by the 1 unit worth of food in her belly that hasn't digested yet, right? So does she have a 200 with 1 unit of insulin on board with no food in her stomach? Okay, then that 1 unit of insulin on board, assuming her correction factor is 1 or 1 unit drops her 100 points, right? If her goal is being 100, if she has 1 unit of insulin on board, empty stomach, and she's 200, then yeah, she doesn't need more insulin. But what if she had a huge meal and her belly is full of food? That 1 unit of insulin on board is not going to correct her 200 at all, right? Because that 1 unit is still accounted for by the food that hasn't digested. So this is one thing that bugs me about pumps, is it kind of makes us dumb. It doesn't make us use our common sense. If you have a lot of food still digesting, of course you're going to have insulin on board because you gave a big shot for your meal, but that insulin is accounted for by counteracting the food, right? So it's a fine line, right? This is why I work with patients virtually. I can work with you. I work with type 1s all over the world, and we discuss this kind of stuff because it's complicated, right? When do you correct? When do you not correct? I teach this in my course, how to get off the blood sugar roller coaster, and I also have a course, Mastering Your Blood Sugar with Exercise, and an excellent course called Nutrition and How to Dose, because I have been working with type 1s for a decade, I think, almost. And like I said, I've had type 1 for 40 years. And what you've been taught is likely not enough to make you feel successful as a type 1, right? The majority of type 1s have elevated A1Cs that are doing damage to our bodies. It's unhealthy, right? So if our A1C is above 7%, you're not in an ideal range. You're weakening your immune system. We can get moody. Our brain doesn't work as well. I get so tired when my sugar level is high. And of course, our risk of complications go up. So getting good blood sugar levels is essential for living a healthy life, which is totally possible. Like I'm living proof right here. I was diagnosed in 1980. But what's frustrating is that you guys probably haven't been given all the education you need. And that's why I'm coming to you live, is to help type 1s all around the world get better education on how to dose properly. So we can work privately, but the most efficient and affordable way to have the best training of your life is to check out my courses. So they're on my website. All you have to do is Google the words Dr. Jody Diabetes. Anywhere in the world, my website comes up. But the URL is drjody, N as in naturopathic, D as in doctor.com. And you'll see T1D classes, okay? So think about that. The next time you have insulin on board and you're high, you might actually still need more insulin, because if you're still digesting, right? Now, here's a little trick though. I love using activity to help my insulin on board kick into gear. Rapid takes at least an hour to peak unless you're active. If you're active, it peaks faster, right? You can make your insulin work faster and your highs come down faster with activity, which is a great tool. It can help you avoid overdosing your high and then ending up with the low, which we all know that. That's why my course is called How to Get Off the Blood Sugar Roller Coaster. So those are my tips today. I want you to chew around with that information. I'm sure you have questions. That's why I made the courses for you. That's why you can work with me privately. Check out my website. I'm here to empower type 1s and have us all have healthy A1Cs. Now is the time to get your A1C in a good range, because high blood sugar levels weaken our immune system, right? We don't want to have weakened immune systems right now. right? We want an A1C below 7%, maybe even below 6.5. And my courses will show you how to do that. If you have questions for me, put them in the thread below, and maybe we can work together. Just check out my website. There is a link called Let's Chat, which would sign up for a private call with me to find out if working together is a fit. But the most efficient way to learn from me is simply through my courses, okay? So drjodynd.com is my website. And what I'm going to leave you with today is the concept of thinking through your insulin on board and deciding if you actually might need just a walk to make that insulin on board work faster. Maybe you don't need more insulin. Maybe you just need to go on a walk to make that insulin on board bring your high down faster. Or maybe your belly is full of food that insulin on board is accounted for, so you actually do need to correct, right? Diabetes is not ever, all these formulas and ratios are not carved in stone. We have to be good balancers. We have to be good dancers, because we have to constantly be thinking of multiple variables and then make a decision. And your pump is not as smart as you are, right? You've got to be smart. So if you want to become even better at understanding these concepts, I guarantee you my courses will help. Here we have some comments. We have, see, Pam. Oh, Pam. Pam has gone through my courses, and she says, these courses are fabulous. Money so well spent. Rachel is watching. Let's see who else. Colette is watching. Suhala. Oh, great. Suhala, she just got my course. She's watching. Celine is watching. Nicholas is watching. Great, you guys. Okay, here's to living a healthy and happy life with type 1 diabetes. And check out my website. I will be coming to you live right around 3 o'clock Pacific, 6 o'clock Eastern, Monday through Friday, right here on my Facebook page. If you want to watch some of my other videos, just go to my Facebook page and scroll down my wall. You'll see lots of great stuff there. Let's see. Diane says, best class for getting better education on how to dose properly. That is my courses, Diane. Nutrition and how to dose is a fabulous course. And same with how to get off the blood sugar roller coaster, right? Because not only do we need to get better at dosing our rapid, but we need to get better at fine-tuning our basal rate, or our long-acting dose as well. So the long-acting is your foundation, and your mealtime is what we have to adjust all day long. Okay, I got to run today. I have another patient in a minute. So that's my course, or that's my chat today. Please, if you're struggling with your diabetes, if your A1C is not below 7, go to my website, drjodynd.com. Click on T1D classes. You can start with any of them, the nutrition one, the exercise one, the roller coaster one. They will all apply to your life. Come back tomorrow and hope to see you then. Bye for now.